I've picked out this wristwatch from our luxury watch sale on the 24th of August. Quite an interesting piece. It's a Grisogono Instrumento Tondo GMT. Stainless steel case, exhibition case back where we can see the automatic movement. A nice pale green alligator strap, which is actually in good condition. Very few marks or discoloration. The deployant clasp also good. Quite an eye-catching design. Arabic numeral hour markers, which are also luminous. We've got a 24-hour dial to the top of the main watch dial. But the reason I've picked this one out is actually because of this other dial, which is a power reserve indicator. And it's not something we see very often on watches in our sales, but it's actually a really useful complication. Now, when you've got an automatic watch, generally when you're wearing it, if you're quite active, you'll keep your watch fully wound and it will keep running and you'll have no problems. But some people who, especially those who have collections, will leave an automatic watch on the dressing table or hidden away and come back a few days later and the watch will no longer be working. And what they'll do is they'll give their watch a bit of a shake, get it moving, put it on, and they might find that later in the day the watch is no longer operating, and they'll come to me as a watchmaker and they'll say, I think there's a problem with my watch, it's not holding power, could you maybe service it or take a look at it? But what actually has happened is they've just not wound the watch enough. Now, the vast majority of automatic watches, you can also manually wind them, which is the case on this one. What I'm going to show you is how much winding it takes to actually get a watch to being fully wound. So here we go, we'll start now. You can see the indicator at the bottom, slowly moving up. Probably done 9-10 turns now, still in the red zone. And eventually, as we continue to do this, we would get to being fully wound, which might be 40-50 turns of the watch. Now, the beauty of an automatic watch is that the mainspring that's used in them slips when it gets to being fully wound. So you cannot overwind an automatic watch, and you cannot really overwind a manual wind watch either. It's a bit of a misconception, but it does, by having this indicator, give the wearer a really good idea of how wound their watch is. So, an interesting piece, quite an eye-catching watch, and unusual look to it with a useful complication. This watch is available in our August sale on the 24th and is an estimate of £900 to £1,400.